Someone is going through something now that you cannot explain, and by every standard you cannot explain. Every time you pray, it looks like what happens is God.
Hello guys, welcome to Divine TV. It's nice having you guys here again. Today I have a topic before me. This topic was actually preached by Apostle Joshua Selman, and this topic, it's actually made me very emotional. I felt I should bring it to us here to let's watch together and learn one or two from it. He actually spoke so well about it. He spoke passionately about it, and the topic was allow God take over your struggling. Allow him just give him the space to handle whatever it is in your life. The topic made me emotional. It made me feel, yes, we've been doing a lot of struggling, and we've been doing it on our own without allowing God take over. So there is a way he made mention of, he analyzed it, and I'm like, wow. Apostle Joshua Selman, and this one was a bomb, and I'm like, okay, let's bring it to us. Let's watch the video and let's see what you guys have to say about it.
Someone is going through something now that you cannot explain, and by every standard you cannot explain. Every time you pray, it looks like what happens is, God, where are we going now? Men will laugh at you, but tomorrow the sun, the moon, and 11 stars must bow. You don't look like it now. Sometimes they will call you and say you are a useless child. I've always known that this you're seeking God. You've been a graduate for 5 years, acting like a fool, behaving stupid, and you go back to God with that report, and God is silent. I want you to know that when God is silent, learn to hear the voice of silence. When God is silent, he's saying something. Are we together now? That's my inspiration. We walk by faith. Not everything in your life can be explained, and if you allow carnal men to help you interpret your life, they will take you out of Egypt to go and meet your father, which will look like a testimony, but then you would have aborted the throne. If someone wanted to help Joseph, will he help him to meet Pharaoh? No. If someone wanted to help Joseph, he would try to smuggle him out back to Jacob, and Jacob will say, thank you, you've given me my son, but Israel will die, Jacob will die, the covenant will never work. Beware of those who love you too much to allow you get to the place of destiny. There are people who love you too much. They look at what you are going through, and it looks like they love you too much. They will suggest and say, is it worth it? We can go back. And someone is almost there, and the devil will try to use, Satan can use positive attributes about people to still destroy you. Satan can use a man's compassion to be a weapon against you. Look at what happened to Peter. No, Jesus, I love you. I mean, it was the compassion of Peter that was being used by Satan, and Jesus said, no. If you are not a man of the spirit, you say, Jesus, you are harsh. What kind of person are you? Get thee behind me, Satan. That's not compassion. He's taking the vulnerability of Peter and using it to manipulate Jesus away from the cross. Listen, pass through whatever you have to pass through, knowing that although it may not make sense, it is still called favor. Favor is not always positive and worthy of laughter and celebration at first. There are pathways, my brothers and my sisters, that is so rare. God is passing you. You are walking your way to your Sabbath. By the time you get to that dimension, you will sit in a seat that no power can take back. The pain is a track record. There are men today, the only thing prospering them is their stories, not their new revelation. They go all around the world continually, inspiring people with a story they've been saying for many years, and you'll be wondering, are you not tired of this story? The question is, who else has that kind of story? Beware when God announces favor on you, because it always doesn't look like it. The moment he told Mary you are highly favored, it was trouble that followed her from that time. The scandal of managing an issue with a suspect that will have to be a rabbi. You can't say a ghost made me pregnant. It doesn't make sense. It's more polite to say I don't know what happened. Imagine explaining to intelligent people that a ghost made me pregnant, and I am pregnant, but I confess I'm still a virgin. The people are already angry that you are pregnant out of wedlock. You manage the situation by silence, not explaining that, honestly, God is my witness, I'm still a virgin. Yet God calls that favor. God calls trouble, catastrophe in your life, favor. The man who, a responsible man, a carpenter, about to get married to you, you are losing your marriage, God still calls it favor. He said you are highly favored, not just favor. Could it be that what you are going through is favor? That God is saying is a privilege, because there is monetary value in that pain you are going through. You will get to a point where only whoever has gone through that pain can stand where you stand. There are rankings in the spirit. There is a pain factor like a ladder. There are times you will stand somewhere, the condition to stand there is pain. Who has gone through that level of persecution? And you check around and find out no one within your vicinity, and God says you stay there. That is an exalted position that God brought you. He calls it favor. There are times you will share a story that people will wish they had your background so that they can receive the honor, but they are too innocent to receive that kind of honor. They can't lie that their school fees were paid by themselves. Everything just worked well for them. So your pain today, you say, Lord, what are you doing? And God says, it's my way of favoring you. I'm giving you a testimony that is so rare. Is God speaking to someone? I just want to inspire you, and then we'll share the grace and then come back in the evening. It's true. You must learn to interpret the happenings in your life from the lens of the spirit. Remember the conference, these are matters of the spirit.
Welcome back. I hope you guys watched through it and you've learned one or two things, one or two lessons from it. What do you think about it? First thing first, I have this observation. There's this part he talked about silence, when God is silent. Now I want to ask a question. When God is silent, is there any help that would arrive or come through when God is silent? Another one again is he actually made mention about when there is silence, you should listen through the voice, or listen to the voice through the silence period, and I'm like, oh, is there any voice in silence? Is there a way one can hear a voice in silence? So I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Is there really a voice in silence? Will help come when God is silent? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Let's do well to comment your response. Let's hear your opinion in this video. And do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and then also comment on this video. Thank you for watching. To have a very wonderful day. Bye.